Married at First Sight, showdown cancelled. Luke Worley and Jordan Gale's highly anticipated boxing match scrapped due to shocking claims about Luke's training. Luke fires back, revealing he dropped 2 stone and is ready to fight, challenging the event organizers. Explosive Instagram video exposes money disputes and questions the real reason behind cancellation. Luke insists it's not about readiness but financial motives. Other organizations express interest in hosting, but the current date won't work. DKM Plush Boxing cites concerns about Luke's training, leading to unexpected twists and turns in the reality star's boxing saga. Married at First Sight's Luke Worley speaks out over cancelled boxing match against Jordan Gale. Married at First Sight stars Luke Worley and Jordan Gale were due to compete in a boxing match next month, but it was announced recently that the event had been cancelled. Married at First Sight groom Luke Worley has addressed the news that his scheduled boxing match against former co-star Jordan Gale has been cancelled. Luke and Jordan, who appeared on the show last year, had been due to compete in the ring at the Indigo at the O2 in London on February 9th. It was however announced last week that the event had been cancelled. DKM Plush Boxing, who are understood to have organized the event, suggested on social media just days ago that it was due to concerns that Luke hadn't been able to train enough. He has however since addressed the situation and disputed these claims. Luke, who left MAFS amid tension with Jordan, shared a video message with fans on Instagram. He posted a teaser on his own account but noted that the full video would be available on the account for his podcast Controversial. He commented in the video, "So as you all know, the fight's been cancelled. I just wanna come on and say it's not my fault, and it's not Jordan's fault. The decision isn't something that me and Jordan wanted to happen. It's down to the company, who have decided to pull the fight. Look, I disagree with what they're saying. I've lost 2 stone," he added. Luke said he's a drop down to 183 pounds after previously weighing 205 pounds, with him adding that the weight for the fight was 180 pounds. He said, "I've worked hard. Jordan's worked hard. It's a shame it hasn't happened." Luke continued, "For me, personally, I don't think it's nothing to do with the training. I think if the money wasn't as high, they wouldn't have pulled the fight, if that makes sense. That's the reason I think the fight's been pulled. I don't think it's anything to do with training. I'm ready to fight. I'll happily fight tomorrow. Jordan's happy to fight tomorrow. The long and short of it, it's none of their business what training we were putting in. And we have been working hard. So either way, look, it is what it is. Hopefully, we can get it done, sorted through another company. There is talks ongoing. Me and Jordan are both annoyed about the situation, but there's not a lot we can do. I'm not gonna SL*G off the company, it is what it is. I think they could have done things better, don't get me wrong, and I don't think it's actually anything to do with not being ready for the fight on the 9th, but it is what it is," he concluded. He further discussed the event in the caption that accompanied the video, writing at one point, "Ultimately, I believe the real reason behind the cancellation is money related, as they wanted to renegotiate the terms after a contract was already signed. If the reason was really that they thought I wouldn't be ready, they wouldn't have a fighter on the undercard that openly admits he can't run 5K. He further commented in the caption, "We have been approached by other organizations who would love to host the event, but the current date will not happen." He concluded, "Good luck to it the rest of the event." DKM Plush shared that the event had been cancelled in a post on Instagram last week. It read, "It is with deep regret we announce that the scheduled bout between Luke Worley and Jordan Gale has been cancelled by ourselves. Boxing can be a brutal, unforgiving sport, and due to the comments outside of training for the scheduled bout, we have concerns that Luke hasn't been able to train as we would expect from him, worthy of a 5x2-minute bout on February 9th. We understand that on the back of reality shows, there are comments and opportunities that are only available for a while. The time in the spotlight off the back of taking part in such a series is short-lived, and we understand that commitment to a regulated training camp is hard to maintain. However, as much as we understand the busy schedules of both fights, we would still expect a full camp to take place to ensure both are ready to enter the ring on February 9th, and unfortunately, this hasn't been the case for Luke. The post concluded, "Whilst we regret this bout between Luke and Jordan will not take place, we are happy to announce that Jordan will still be fighting on the action-packed card and a new opponent will be announced in the coming days." Today's next news. MAFS 2024, meet the explosive cast. From a fearless 51-year-old ready to defy age norms to a surfer with big dreams, here's your sneak peek into the wild love rollercoaster. Discover the outspoken brides like Lauren, who believes arguing equals passion, and the charming grooms like Jack, an alpha male in search of a submissive partner. Follow the heartwarming, drama-packed journey on Instagram before the grand premiere on January 29th. Get ready for love, laughter, and a cast with stories that will keep you hooked from the first episode to the last. How to follow the MAFS 2024 brides and grooms on Instagram. There's not long to go now until season 11 of Married at First Sight kicks off, and we already know the batch of singles looking for love this year. But if you just can't wait for the grand premiere, airing Monday, January 29th on Channel 9 and 9 Now, we're here to give a glimpse at the big personalities taking part this year. Stream every episode of Married at First Sight for free on 9 Now. We've rounded up all of the brides and grooms' Instagram accounts to get a feel of what they're like and follow their journeys throughout the experiment and beyond. Scroll down to see where to follow the MAFS 2024 cast on social media. Brides. Andrea. Earnest, lovable and trusting, Andrea is full of optimism and ready to fall head over heels for the right person this time. At the age of 51, Andrea's young-at-heart nature is proof that a number does not need to define you, nor does it mean you have to act your age. Cassandra. With a huge supportive family originating from Tanzania, Cassandra has an open mind and a huge heart with a lot of love to give to someone kind with a beautiful smile. A laughing ray of sunshine, Cassandra is outgoing, bubbly, and social. While she says she can talk underwater, when it comes to love she has found herself in a drought. Eden. Eden has worked hard to build a life she loves, but living on the Gold Coast, she's far from her Adelaide family and relies on her best friend, her dog Cub, for company. Eden is fiercely independent, a self-confessed daddy's girl and a perfectionist at heart. She is putting her trust in the experts to match her with someone ambitious, generous, and loyal. Eden has been single for 3 years since her previous relationship ended because her partner cheated with her best friend. Since the betrayal, losing her partner and her lifelong best friend in one fell swoop, Eden admits her trust issues run extremely deep. Ellie. One of 3 sisters, Ellie is incredibly close to her family and ready to start a family of her own. With the hope of forming a healthy relationship and becoming a mom, Ellie is genuine in her desire to find someone special to share her white picket fence ideals. Despite her open, friendly and sunny nature, Ellie has largely been unlucky in love. Having tried every trick in the book to find her perfect match, she hopes the experiment delivers her Mr. Right. Lauren. Describing herself as a little bit crazy in relationships, Lauren equates arguing to passion and is never afraid to speak her mind. She is looking for a partner who is calm and level-headed to balance her out. While she says she only attracts red flags, she is hoping her match is tall, dark, handsome and makes her laugh until she cries. Lucinda. Grounded Earth Mama Lucinda likes to squeeze all she can out of life, celebrating big, traveling often, and loving everyone she meets along the way. A free spirit who dances to the beat of her own drum, Lucinda describes herself as a steward of love and light. She is fun, easygoing, sensual and creative, a unique individual who sees every glass half full, no matter the circumstances. Natalie. Open-minded, encouraging and nurturing, Natalie loves being in love and is ready to go all in again in the pursuit of a lasting love. A little bit nerdy by nature, and proud of it, Natalie has dabbled in cosplay, loves gaming and has a large collection of memorabilia dedicated to her Samoyed dog, Mia Mia. Sarah. Born and raised in Colombia until she moved to Canada as a young child, Spanish-speaking Sarah has resided in Australia for the past 8 years. Sarah's dream match is a confident guy with good conversation, who can match her energy, and it will be an added bonus if he is a light-haired, pretty boy. An open communicator with a fiery nature, Sarah fears that her approach can come off too strong and she finds she can unintentionally offend people with her honesty. She considers herself an independent Latina woman with a big personality and is happy for her future husband to put her in her place. With strong ideals for her future, Sarah can find it easy to dismiss potential partners if they don't live up to her expectations. Disheartened that nothing has ever worked out in her favor, Sarah hopes that the experiment will find her the one. Tori. Tori's ideal match is an alpha male who is not intimidated by a strong woman. He must be masculine, fit, career-focused, driven, tidy, emotionally intelligent and a good communicator. With a lengthy list of required attributes for her future companion, Tori admits that her pickiness has not been helpful in finding the right one. Grooms. Ben. Ben has had to temporarily pivot professions when COVID struck, now currently working part-time in the construction industry. Feeling like a fish out of water in his new reality, he still craves the adventure and excitement he once had traveling the world. Living the life of a tour guide, it's been easy for Ben to walk away from relationships when they get difficult and he's yet to stumble across the one. His last serious relationship ended in 2019 and he finds dating exhausting. Collins. Collins is conscious that he isn't your typical tatted-up gym junkie that attracts women easily, but he sees himself as a genuine, kind and respectful person, with big ambitions and a lot of love to give. Collins is looking for that initial spark and hopes to finally get out of the friend zone when he meets his match on MAFS. Jack. Fit, charming and vain, Jack describes himself as an alpha male who needs a partner respectfully submissive to his dominance. With high expectations and OCD to boot, Jack has a very structured, controlled lifestyle. The list of required attributes for his future partner are lengthy. They must be glamorous, fit, a nice smile, tanned and ideally brunette. Jaden. Brother to Mitch Einod, Jaden insists the pair are nothing alike. Focused, disciplined and obsessive, Jaden's busy schedule sees him working around the clock. Professional kickboxer by day and security guard by night, his work has always been his priority, with little time for love. Jonathan. Intellectual and emotionally engaged, Jono has worn many professional hats in his life. From serving as an infantry soldier, to becoming a concreter and a financial advisor, he gave the latter up following the breakdown of his last relationship. Packing up his life and selling everything he owned, Jono traveled the world for 15 months, tackling more than 50 countries. Living on remote islands for weeks at a time and hunting for his own food to survive, he is an adventurer and risk-taker at heart. Michael. Handsome, extroverted and sassy, Michael is not afraid to stand up for what he believes in and will do anything for those he loves. Hailing from the United States and growing up in a small town in Ohio, Michael admits his upbringing was challenging at times, but credits his mom and close family ties to making him the man he is today. Richard. Charismatic, self-assured and loud, Richard has been thriving in his professional life. However, selling himself in the world of love and online dating apps at the age of 62 is proving more of a challenge. Struggling to meet a woman his own age that fits his criteria, Richard is turning to the experts to pair him with a woman who has a zest for life, a flexible attitude, and is someone he has undeniable chemistry with. Tim. A charming surfer boy who grew up in Darwin, Tim lived in Colombia, Melbourne, Thailand and Bali before settling on the Gold Coast and calling the Sunshine State home. With a love for ice baths, the beach and surfing, Tim is a friendly, laid-back guy who is easy to get along with. A classic entrepreneur, Tim has big financial goals and a handful of online businesses to his name. In the future he hopes to build a school in Ethiopia, where his sister was adopted from. Timothy. With the gift of the gab, Timothy could sell water to a fish. Social and outgoing, he likes to live every day to its fullest, leaving nothing on the table. As a self-described Peter Pan, Timothy doesn't let people in easily. With no set physical type, Timothy's ideal match needs to be a genuinely good person, with a flexible, fun nature. He would love to find love, he is ready to take care of someone, and in return, have someone take care of him. Tristan. Confident, funny and adventurous, Tristan cannot seem to get himself out of the friend zone. With a question mark over whether he is self-sabotaging or just chasing the wrong women, Tristan is putting full faith in the experts to find him a match as caring and loving as he is. Accomplished and passionate within his career, Tristan is ready to focus on someone else and be their ultimate hype man. He does not have a big checklist when it comes to his future partner, he simply wants to be loved. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.